everyone, Lucimus Prime here. So it's time for another action figure unboxing and review today. And in today's video, it's going to be for the next figure in my marathon of my figures unboxed in the franchise, which is actually based on my favourite show of all time by McFarlane Toys Figures, which is one of my action figure companies of all time. And this figure is for another enemy of Batman in his Raw Gallery, one of my favourite enemies of him, as he appears in, of course, my favourite show, Batman animated series. And this enemy of Batman is none other than SCARECROW, as he appears depicted in Batman animated series. So this box, of course, contains the figure itself, alongside some accessories. So one of them is an alternate head, which I, of course, assume there is for Dr. Jonathan Crane when he's not got his mask and hat on. And two alternate hands as well. And also, as well, what appears to be his scythe as well. And back there, I can also see a card too. And if you guys are wondering who that is there, these figures, as part of this marathon, actually contain parts to build another character. And the character, of course, is the Condiment King. And this figure comes with a torso and the head there. So I can show you what the figure will look like with other parts I've also unboxed to my figures Batman and Robin, which I've unboxed already on my channel. So when it comes to what I think of SCARECROW in the animated series then, so in 2023, I had the honour and privilege of binge watching Batman animated series, and from watching it, I can say without a doubt it's my favourite show of all time ever. To me, in my opinion, the greatest show ever made, and I definitely really love SCARECROW in it, and I think Henry Pollock II did a really amazing job voicing him. May he rest in peace. We sadly lost him way too soon, and rest in peace. He's definitely among my all-time favourite portrayals of a character ever, because I think he did a really amazing job playing SCARECROW, made him really terrifying. And I especially loved his British accent that he put on for a role, so that was, in my opinion, very creative. I definitely think it fitted really well for SCARECROW in the show, really. So now let's get the figure open, shall we? So on the top here, there is 3 pieces of sellotape on the left and the right, and as well behind the figure on the back of the box there. So I'm going to cut them with some scissors now to make it easy to open. So these, my fingers are a bit hard to do. So here we go. On the left, and then on the right now for me. Now let's open it up. So it's on the top there. So when I pull the figure out, so this is what it looks like in its plastic packaging, secured there. So I'm going to put it there while I, of course, get the card out. And just like the figure of Batman and Robin that I unboxed, it does not come with a stand for some reason, just the card wheel when it comes to the general merchandise the figures come with, aside from, of course, accessories, which are unique for each of the characters unboxed. So there's the card, and I definitely love that picture, the picture of SCARECROW there. It looks really awesome. Look at that, it's amazing. And there's the show's logo there. And I definitely love how his box is a stylized live animated series. By my opinion, is amazing. So there's a data file about which I'll read out to you. So real name, of course, is Dr. Jonathan Crane. Dr. Jonathan Crane has spent as much time lurking in the dark corners of the human and psyche as he has hiding in the shadowy parts of Gotham City. Obsessed with the idea of fear in its many forms, Crane has adopted the role of the Scarecrow, a living embodiment of things that go bump in the night. A career supervillain, Scarecrow lives to clash with the Batman, intent on making the Dark Knight cower in fear. Nice, love that description. Now let's get the accessories out. So now it appears that some of them are secured by some plastic ropes, so I'll cut them with scissors. For example, the Condiment King part is secured by that. And I'll take it out first, of course. So this is the part of the Condiment King, which is the torso and the head, which this figure has. And it looks like I pretty much build his body, because the legs and arms have already unboxed. All I need now, of course, is his weapon that he uses, which I think is in my Mr. Freeze box, which I'll be unboxing next week. So now let's get the accessories out one by one. So first things first is the alternate head for Dr. Jonathan Crane, which is pretty cool. I love that design of it, how it looks like, how it appears in the show. That's just great detail right there. And now let's get the alternate hands out. So I think these are meant to be, of course, when he's attacking using his fear gas, because they're more like opened up like this, which is pretty cool. So I definitely love that detail there for them. And because when it comes to a figure's hands which are already on, the left hand is in a fist and the other one is opened up, so we can hold the scythe maybe. And speaking of the scythe, let's get it out now. Gotta get his tape off first, which is blocking it. It's sellotape, thankless, so it's easy to rip off, which is good. here we are. So this is what the scythe looks like, which is pretty cool. So you can use that as a weapon. Now the figure is secured by plastic ropes, so I'm going to carefully cut them. They are pretty narrow, so I don't want to scratch the figure with scissors. So be really careful cutting it. There we go, that's on the legs or the bottom. Just got to be really careful. Oh, this is pretty hard to do because it's so narrow, so bear with me a sec. There we go, so that's the legs done. Now for the arms, that's one done. Now let's try and move it forward a bit so I can get enough space to cut the rope. There we are. Now let's carefully get the figure out. So there is the figure when it's out of the box, and wow, this looks really awesome in my opinion. They did a really great job recreating how Scarecrow looks in the show, costume and design and everything. It's amazing. And the hat doesn't appear to be removable, which is fine because he's got to wear it all times, right? Yeah. So in terms of portability, arms can go 360 degrees, but they can't go straight because of the shoulder clothing here blocking them a bit, really. So it goes like this, really stretches out a bit like that. And can also do this, go to the side too, so yeah, T-port. And elbows can also fold too, as well. Pretty well though, I must say, well curved. And yeah, same with the left one too as well. Legs can also move forward too, which is great. Nice. Oh wow, they actually go back when you push them a bit, they go back. Wow. The knees can also fold well too as well, which is nice. And can also go to the side too like that, so it's very portable really. But oh, the left one doesn't go much to the side much, the right one does though, but the left one not so much. But yeah, it's a very well made figure in my opinion, and head can also as well turn as well pretty well, which is nice. And yeah, did a really great job with it. And the scythe also as well goes in like this as well, which is pretty cool, so kind of like that, pretty cool. And now for Condiment King, so let's continue building the. So I've got the leg piece here, so let's see if I can get it in now. Should hopefully be easy. There we go. So all I need now is his arms, which I also have from another unboxing as well. So here's the right arm, which it's on a ball joint too, so I think it clips in. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to do. Oh, does it actually go in or what? So, after a great deal of pain, I managed to complete the figure. Looks like this so far. All it needs now, of course, is his weapons, which I think are in Mr. Freeze's box to finish off the figure. And what I'll say is, it was easy to get the legs onto the torso and the left arm, but the right arm was an absolute pain. Like, my hands are aching from it. I had to, like, put lots of pressure on to get it in. It's like a ball joint sort of thing, but the ball joint connector inside the socket, it's terrible in my opinion, because you've got to put so much pressure on to get it in. Yeah, that was definitely a very bad thing about this, but other than that though, the design looks really good for this, really. But I'm a bit, however, confused with the pick Condiment King of all characters to be, of course, a buildable figure, when they could have just picked a bigger character like Killer Croc or Clayface or something like that, really. But other than that, it's a pretty good figure, and I'll finish it off, of course, next week when I unbox Mr. Freeze. So anyway, guys, this was me, of course, doing my unboxing of the figure of Scarecrow as he appears in my favourite show, Batman animated series. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell me in the comments what you guys think of this figure, because I definitely really love it. I think it's really awesome. They do a really great job designing this one. I really love this figure. If you think about getting it, I'd recommend it if you like Scarecrow as an enemy of Batman, or like DC or McFarlane Toys figures in general. Definitely must-have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe in this coming future, and I'll see you all later.